Day 3 of the trip to Namibia was 464 kilometers from Drift via Warmbad, Karasburg, Aruap to Koos. It was all gravel and was quite uneventful with respect to incidents. I packed up just after sunrise and went through the South African side of the border without any hassles. Bye bye. Now it's Namibia. Looking back at the campsite, I will definitely come back. Entering Namibia, it was a quick stop at the border crossing before I left on the lonely road north. The road meandered next to the river for a few kilometers before it turned north towards the more drier, more sparse, more flatter parts of southern Namibia. Welcome sand roads, welcome. Oops, I need to grab the handles because this is a bit sandier than what I expected. The southeastern side of Namibia is fairly flat with an occasional koppie, rocky ridge and other little hump and dumps. What was quite interesting is the regular farmhouses are found next to the road. Approximately every 10 kilometers there will be a farmhouse right next to the road. The little town of Warmbad, with about 1,200 inhabitants, was once a thriving town with hot springs. Currently it's a bit neglected, but in the meantime they've discovered uranium in the area, so nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. I hit a bit of tar just outside Karasburg, a little town with about 4,500 inhabitants. It had the biggest railway station in the southern parts of Namibia for quite a long time. It is actually still the only railway line from South Africa to Windhoek. Every now and then the road will pass through koppies, little cuttings and other little knobbly, rocky areas. And then it is flat again, so you can see for miles and miles. This is a bigger river and it actually warranted the road people to build a bridge. I love these rocky outcrops. I call them pimples, but these are more like a work of art. Large trees means water, and I had to stop again. My first animal for the trip, a little dussie running across the road. Thank you. And then on the other side, there were the quiver trees. Lots and lots of quiver trees. Every so often, there will be much bigger shrubs next to the road. This must be low-lying areas. Oh, coffee break. The only tree that is usable. Another bridge. And look, there's a windmill in the middle of the river. I came around the corner and Sunny saw a big sand pit in front of me. I had to put it all my wits, brake as hard as possible. This was the first horse I saw, and it was then the little town of Aruap, about 5,000 inhabitants, and there's no shacks. Each and everybody has got a proper house, properly connected to all the services needed. Clouds were so white and bright, and the road as well, so it made riding quite interesting because you couldn't see this middle manikis. And sometimes just hope for the best. We then entered an area that's fairly red dunes. I made a U-turn and boy oh boy, do not go to the edge of the road. And then again over the next hill, another red sand dune. I made regular coffee stops, roughly about every 70 kilometers. And then it was trees and bright white roads. all to keep you busy. I finally reached the town of Koos, where I had a very nice late lunch at Murtu coffee shop before I went over to the hotel and investigated the sleeping possibilities. Maybe I will camp. Nah, I'll pick a room for the night. I was quite tired.